Hello YouTube, my name is Isabella and today I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freakout tag. I've been meaning to do this honestly for about a month. I haven't managed to find the time to get to it. However, it's actually pretty much the middle of the year because I'm filming this in the last week of July, so at least it's pretty accurate. The mid-year book freakout tag was created by Chammy from Read Like Wildfire and Ellie from Earl Grey Books, and I will leave a link to both their channels. I did not have the greatest reading year, like the past half year hasn't been the greatest, especially in the beginning. I wasn't reading very much. I had a pretty bad case of the book slump, but I'm out of it now and I'm reading a lot, and I think the second half will be so much better. As of filming this, I've read 28 books. I'm about 3 behind my Goodreads goal, but honestly, I was so far behind before, so this is good. I think I'm on track now. The first question is the best book you've read so far, and honestly, it was a little bit easier than it should have been because the books I've been reading haven't been that great, but it is a tie between The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This book was just fantastically done. I loved it. And The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, which was a total surprise. I did not expect to really like it, let alone love it. I think it's become one of my all-time favorite books. I adore this book so very much. The second question is best sequel you read so far, and I, being the series reader I am, haven't read that many sequels yet, but I kind of had to go with Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. I thought it was an improvement upon the first one, which I really did enjoy, and I'm just super pissed that we have to wait 2 years for the finale. Like, they have to do it that way. It's a little annoying. The next question is new release you haven't read yet but want to, and hands down it is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This was my most anticipated read of 2016 and then my most anticipated read of 2017, and I haven't picked it up yet and I don't know why. When it came out and when I got it, I was right smack dab in the middle of my reading slump, and reading Laini Taylor's high fantasy work, I know it wouldn't work in my stupid slump, and now I'm scared to pick it up, which is so dumb, and I need to read this, and I want to read it so much. The next question is most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and I'm going with Because You Love to Hate Me by a bunch of YA authors and booktubers. I'm really excited to see what a book is going to be like that has direct booktube involvement. I know that the booktubers themselves didn't do a lot of writing. I'm very interested to see how this book works. Question 5 is your biggest disappointment. This will come to no surprise by anyone who's watched my channel recently, and it is Alex and Eliza. The book was just a disappointment. There's no better word for it. It was so disappointing. Question 6 is biggest surprise, and I'm going with Wires and Nerve by Marissa Meyer. This is the graphic novel book that follows the events after Lunar Chronicles, and I liked the Lunar Chronicles. I thought they were super enjoyable reads, and I went into Wires and Nerve and I was just so surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Question 7 is your favorite new author, and I'm going with Patrick Ness. I've only read The Rest of Us Just Live Here, but I love that book, and I'm now so much more inclined to read A Monster Calls or More Than This, anything by him. I really want to get to now. He seems like one of those special authors who never really writes the same thing twice. Question 8 is newest fictional crush, and I don't really get book crushes anymore, but I'm gonna go with Alucard Emery from the Shades of Magic series. I grabbed A Gathering of Shadows because this is where he is introduced. I just thought he was super hot. I loved his banter and just the way he was, so if anyone's gonna get fictional crush, I think Alucard is a good one. Question 9 is newest favorite character, and I'm going with Dante from Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Sayen. Oh my god, that is a long title, but he is just a sweet, sweet character, and I adore him so very much. Question 10 is a book that made you cry, and I'm going to go with A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This book is one of those hard-hitting contemporaries. I really enjoyed it when I read it, and I cried a couple times. It was just a heartbreaking, but also uplifting story at the same time, which tend to really get me. Question 11 is a book that made you happy. I picked Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. This book was just a lighthearted gay contemporary, and I ate it up. And it wasn't like particularly the most upbeat novel at times because It's difficult for Simon sometimes, but when I think about it and when I read it, I just made me really happy. Question 12 is favorite book to film adaptation, and I have not watched one at all. I watched like the first 2 episodes of Big Little Lies and kind of forgot about it, but I do need to watch the American Gods TV adaptation plus the Handmaid's Tale adaptation. Handmaid's Tale is like hands down in my top 3 like favorite books ever, and I cannot believe that I didn't watch the show when it came out. Kind of got nervous because I thought that they were gonna either change too much or just not make it good. And I know it's gotten good reviews, but I froze and I have not watched it yet. Question 13 is favorite review you've written this year, and I'm still so new to this, I don't really have a favorite review I've either like filmed or written yet. Question 14 is most beautiful book you bought this year, and I couldn't not pick Strange the Dreamer. This is the UK edition. The blue and the gold and the blue pages, it's so beautiful, and I hate the American version. The last question is books to read by the end of the year, and I have quite a list that I need to get to. I obviously Strange the Dreamer. I want to finish the Raven Cycle. Really want to get to Every Heart a Doorway. Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi as well. Yeah, no, I could keep listing more and more books that I really need to get to by the end of the year. I'm a bit more optimistic now finishing this tag, because although the very beginning of my reading year wasn't great, I'm reading a lot more now, and I really do think that I'm going to have a great second half to my reading year. I'd like to know your favorite and least favorite book you've read so far. I think that's always great to see which books people super recommend and which ones people maybe don't so much recommend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!